Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, however you may be listening. Thanks for tuning in to the Get Indiana Podcast Network. My name is Dominic Miranda, and I've been covering sports for nearly a decade, most of which right here in Indianapolis. This is the Get In Sports Podcast. We're going to be covering everything in the Hoosier State, high school, college, pro, in the sports capital of the universe, in the greatest state on planet Earth. Thanks so much for coming on this journey with us. Let's get into it. Welcome inside the Get Indiana studio. I'm Dominic Miranda here with Get In Sports, joined today by the man of the hour, Nate Spangle.
What up,
He is Mr. Indiana, and we're talking Indiana high school football. We're talking all levels of football. This is what it's going to be beginning / middle of the week moving forward. Recapping the week that just passed, looking ahead to the week ahead. All levels of football. This is going to be the most fun we're going to have every single week. I don't know if Nate will be with us every week. I hope he is.
I hope to pop in.
That would be pretty sweet.
There's one thing about me. I love Indiana high school football.
It's seriously the best. Like, it's just the best. I didn't realize how much I missed it.
I do want to say there will be portions of this show where we talk about sports that are not football.
That's true.
There we cover everything. I will say we're not pigeonholed just to football, but there is, Dominic, a lot, and I mean a lot of football news to cover.
There really is. Week 1 didn't disappoint. I don't remember a slate quite like this through all the classes. I've seen ranked matchups all over the place.
I wonder if the listeners can guess what the widest margin of victory was from week 1.
Should we? And then that's what we say at the end of the show. Is that your trivia question?
I think I'm going to lead with it.
No,
I'm gonna
do
lead
it.
with it.
What stuck out to you week 1?
The widest margin of victory week 1, Yorktown over Anderson, 83-0.
83-zip.
Now let me just say this. As someone who spent most of their high school career on the receiving end of shutouts, of goose eggs, I feel for my crew at Anderson. You know, I don't know. I got to think about what our coach said to us. So I went to Triton. We won 6 games in 4 years. It was, it's what made me a perpetual optimist. That's what it was.
That's why he chose the Detroit Lions as his team.
It was, dude. It's like you don't know what optimism is until you're down 66-0 at halftime against New Prairie, the eventual state runner-up, and your coach looks at you and says, "Spangle, you're taking snaps." Like, rush for negative 17 yards on 0 design QB runs.
Yeah.
Don't forget about it.
Okay, so Yorktown beats Anderson 83-0. How about this? I'm gonna counter this. Wes-Del beats Tri-Central 74-0. Wes-Del had lost 12 straight to Tri-Central. So talk about ending a streak in a big way, 74-0.
That's kind of like making up for lost time.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you might have got the last 12, but we're going to make sure you remember this one.
A lot of pent-up energy. Okay, I also want to mention this because this was my favorite game, at least in the Indianapolis and surrounding areas. Pendleton Heights beats Lebanon 43-42 in OT. Our guy left that game, and Lebanon was leading 42-35.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
And they end up coming back 42-35. But what's crazy, that is what the Pendleton Heights coach, 100th career win.
Jed Richmond won his career game number 100 as Pendleton Heights head coach.
What a fashion.
It was a phenomenal game. That was I think my favorite highlights we showed on Channel 13.
And then just down the road from that, the Tipton, the Blue Devils head coach, what is it? Aaron Toll?
Yes.
I think it's Toll. Apologies if it's the wrong pronunciation.
Feels like Toll.
Feels like Toll. But he hits career game 150. Like football, 150 games, that's a lot of seasons.
It's a lot of seasons.
That's a lot of seasons.
Tipton beats Frankton, 48-14. So these are just kind of the headlines we see here. This was another game that I saw, Spang, that I thought was really interesting. Some context here. Roncalli and Fort Wayne-Dwenger have played 3 times in 2 years. Number 1 was to start last season. Roncalli won 3-0. Number 2,
defensive battle.
Number 2 was in the state championship, the 4A state championship game, where Fort Wayne-Dwenger fakes a field goal, scores a touchdown, takes the lead. Roncalli has a chance to, I forget if it was to tie the game or to win the game, on a 4th and goal with 3 seconds left. One play for glory, incomplete pass. Dwenger wins in the state championship. So they rematch, first game of this season in Fort Wayne. They go into overtime 0-0. Go into 3 overtimes. Dwenger wins 15-14. I guess it was a controversial. Did he make the 2-point conversion? Did he didn't? Did he not?
I saw that. It's like we'll run the clip. We'll run the clip on Run the clip dunk, and it's like to be determined. His knee.
I don't know.
Very close.
I wish there was replay in high school, but Dwenger.
I mean,
Dwenger gets it done.
You already got NIL. Now you need replay. Like, what else do you need, Dominic?
I know,
you
right?
Capitalist.
Dwenger's ranked 4th in Class 4A. Roncalli's ranked 1st. So not only are they super familiar with each other, state rematch, but it's a top 5 matchup in 4A to start the season.
Dude,
can you believe that?
And they might see each other.
That's just one of 3 Indianapolis teams that went to Fort Wayne. I love the Indy Fort Wayne battles.
So wait, are they both in the same class?
Yes, 4A.
So they could potentially, depending on how
they could play again.
Align.
I could see them playing again. Absolutely.
Wow.
4A's got Chittard, East Central, Mishawaka, Yorktown. They looked good. So
here's the question for you.
What's
okay?
up?
So we talked about Coach out of Tipton, 150 and 91.
So it was 150th win,
150th win.
Yeah.
150th win.
Yeah.
How many years do you think that took? How many years does it take?
Okay, I'm going to
Tipton's head coach?
assume it didn't. What's his record overall?
How many years did it take Tipton's head coach to win 150 football games?
Well,
he's 150 and 91.
150 and 91. Okay. So I'm going to guess then 22.
That was nails.
Was that right on the money?
22 seasons. Well, you did too much math. I gave you too much to go off.
Yeah, you did. That's wow.
22
But how about the
seasons.
guess just right off the top rope?
I mean, he has had to have seen a lot of players come through there in 22 years.
Okay, so also from one coach with 150 wins to another, Doug Hurt won game number 150 as Castle beat Evansville North 29-26. So a couple coaches with 150 career wins.
And one more big headline coming out of Northwest Indiana.
Yes.
One, obviously, Northwest Indiana, it's been a shaky start to the start of the school year for them. Power outages, craziness, all the stuff that happened. Gary Hammond, like, it's been nuts up there. And so one, just crazy cool that they got to make football even happen, obviously
true.
After the storms.
Very true.
So Munster had lost 10 straight games to the powerhouse up in Lake County. They're a big school at Lake Central.
Yeah.
The Munster Mustangs, after a decade drought, come through, win the game 37-35.
Big time. Region football, man. I remember Maryville made state last year. Crown Point feels like it's kind of supplanted for now Carmel or Westfield for the state representative. I know Westfield's made it a couple years in a row, but so has Crown Point. I mean, when we were growing up, Penn was always coming down as the northern representative of 6A. So region football, Spang. Okay, I kind of want to go through each class. And before we get into the nitty gritty of things that stuck out to us, I kind of want to go through just like some ranked matchups or maybe between classes, because prepping for this, there were a ton of ranked on ranked class versus class matchups. Week one. So really, really cool stuff. Like, for instance, Riverton Park ranked 2nd in Class 1A. Defeated 6th ranked Linton in Class 2A, 21-zip. When I was covering West Central Indiana and Terre Haute, Linton just didn't lose. So this is a humongous win for Riverton Park. I tell you, Spang, football over there by Terre Haute, it's good stuff. It's Friday Night Lights.
People forget that Dom spent time
2 years
in 2 years in Terre Haute in Vigo County.
Hell yeah.
Taking care of that part of the state.
Riverton
the
Park.
Linton Miners, not
Linton
O-R-E-R.
Linton Miners. Is it?
Yeah.
It's not Millers. That's Noblesville.
No, it's important to know that they're the minors, but they're not like children. Well, they are children, but they're not minors. They're minors.
Yeah,
with an ER.
since 2013, they've gotten to state 3 times and won once.
Since 2013.
Since 2013. So, I mean...
do you know the story behind this? Did it used to be Linton Stockton?
It used to be Linton Stockton. I don't know what happened there.
What happened to Stockton? If you know in the comments, let us know what happened.
They were good at everything, though.
The Stockton of Linton.
Boys basketball, girls basketball, football, baseball, softball. Linton's good stuff. Sticking in Class 1A, and look, we heard you guys, all right? Little recap after Friday night, Saturday morning. Crust still in the eyes at Lucas Oil Stadium. Did a little recap. Too much 6A, I'm told. So let's give love to the lower classes, Spang. That's what we're here for.
Amen.
South Adams ranked 3rd in Class 1A. lost to 9th-ranked Eastside in Class 2A, 45-27. So, I just have respect for these 1A and 2A teams battling it out. There's not many, teams around to choose from.
I do want to say, after doing my research,
yes,
they did not drop the Stockton.
So Stockton's there.
Stockton is still in the official name, the Linton Stockton School Corporation. Maybe just for easiness.
Yeah, I don't know.
Easy, like writing it, they just call him Linton. But Stockton is
everyone called him Linton anyway. I mean, Linton Stockton had a little.
I just remember like gassing myself up back in 2015, thinking if we made it to like the 1A semi-state, we could play Linton Stockton, and then we got beat in the first round of sectionals.
They are the cream of the crop, and then they moved up to 2A, I think, during my time there. So they've kind of made a nice little thing there. But also, real quick, another ranked matchup, 1A and 2A. North Judson, 4th ranked in Class 1A, defeated Knox, the home of Miles McLaughlin, former home, 42-0, beating a 2A team.
Dude, so this is
my
commentary on that.
What's your commentary?
If you go back and look at, like, I just feel like Knox had to start from basically scratch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. If you go back and look at their tape,
it's all Miles McLaughlin.
He literally ran every play. Like, I would say, I mean,
took the direct snap
and ran. I mean, he was the quarterback, but like he never passed it, never handed it off. So I'm like, you basically have a full team that you are now training how to play football again.
That's real. Look at the last 4 years, presumably with Miles McLaughlin leading the way. 9-4 to the regional, 13-1 to the semi-state, 9-4 to the regional, 13-1 to the semi-state. So that's 10 losses in 4 years with a guy on your team that's no longer on your team.
And like, but look at those losses. I don't know if any of them were definitely not to a 1A school getting beat by
42-0.
Yeah, that's tough. So,
well, I mean, look, roster turns over. You got to get new guys in.
Yeah, but like, not even just new guys. You also have to have a new strat. New strats got to come together. You got to figure out how to play. You might stack the box, wing T football, but I think they're going to have to get more people involved this year.
Last one in 1A that's sticking out to me here is 8th-ranked Sheridan losing to 3A 12th-ranked Macconaquah, 42-27. So Sheridan going up 2 classes there in week 1. I don't remember seeing so many. I mean, this is 1A. As we go further here, you'll see I don't remember this many ranked matchups statewide in week 1. These people aren't playing around. They're like, it's football. We're playing. And great weather on Friday, by the way.
Wait, dude, we have to talk about one.
Talk to me.
We've got to talk about our boy JB. Coach Jack Barron.
Where's he at?
He's at Frontier, right?
No, he's not.
I'm pretty sure he's still at Frontier.
He's at Frontier. Okay, wait. He lost to Clinton Prairie.
No, but go back and look.
I'm looking at his record here.
Okay, so one, Jack was on the he was on the DePaul football team for a while.
We went to Plymouth. We played against him a lot.
And he is 18-3 in his 3rd year.
Yeah. Look, I'm looking at 8-1 first year and 10-1 second year.
Yeah. So losing to a 1A opponent. What was their score with Clinton Prairie last year? Is it in their home opener?
Oh, I don't know, but they lost 28-13.
Well, they lost 28-13 this year.
Right. I don't know what happened last year.
Last year they won. We won 36-26, but then they lost the year before his first year, 18-48. Oh, that was not with Coach Barron. So he's won the last 2 years against them, 36-26, 37-26. So to have that result flip, Frontier has been a regular season powerhouse, but then ran into his first year, ran into Carroll, Flora.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar.
Then ran into Pioneer last year in the sectional, and then this year. So it'll be interesting to watch. I do feel like 18-3 as a coach. Pretty
solid,
good.
Man.
A very young
Jack
guy,
Barron,
too.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's good for him. Hey, I want to talk about something and as we kind of go through Class 2A. So Indy Lutheran, you may remember. Coach
Lutheran?
What'd I say?
Lutheran.
You can say it either way.
Yeah, Lutheran.
Okay, whatever. Dave Pash is their head coach, 175-57 in almost 20 years there. They won 3 straight state championships, didn't lose a game for, I'm looking, 43 straight wins, maybe more heading into 2024, but they won 3 straight state championships, move up to Class 2A, 12-2 in 24, 11-2 in 25, flirting with semi-states and regionals. Is this the year that Lutheran?
He's losing it.
Is this the year that Indianapolis Lutheran wins in Class 2A? When they finally break through, they moved up and they beat Addicts 35-0. So it's an interesting schedule. I'm interested in the Week 3 game against Linton. Okay. Then they got Cecina and Ritter and Covenant Christian and Heritage Christian in Jeffersonville. They got a 6A team there to end out their season. Keep an eye out for Indianapolis Lutheran.
One that I got some feedback on because I mentioned their basketball team because I was just down there, but didn't talk about their football team. Apologies. The number one ranked Brownstown Central Braves.
Okay.
Out of Brownstown, Jackson County. I believe.
Dude, check out their head coach. They have not won a state championship since 1993, but they've been flirting with it. Their head coach, Reed May, listen to this, 327-66. That is an absurd winning percentage.
327-60. Has he been there for 40 years?
34.
34
That makes
years.
it even more impressive.
34
I mean,
years?
it looks like they made it to state last year and presumably lost to whoever won 2A. I can't think right now who won 2A. Because South Putnam won 1A, Cascade won 3A. Who won 2A? I can't think.
Is it?
That's going to bother me. Time out. We got to wrap
time on
this. 2A, IHSA, state champ.
No, they lost in the regional to Linton.
They lost in the regional to Linton.
Oh, wait, no, that was 2 years. I know them. I know them. The Fighting 59ers.
Andre. Oh, 7-0.
7-0. That was 2 years ago. Apologies.
So, Reed May, absolute legend at Brownstown Central. They just don't lose many games. 327-66 is a crazy percentage.
I mean, so Brownstown Central, we're talking.
I'm pulling for them this year.
14-1. So I talked about basketball.
Yes.
Jack Binter.
Yes, that name sounds familiar.
He's a Purdue guy. Yeah, Jack Benter from Brownstown. I talked about him, how he now plays basketball at Purdue.
Yeah.
But then I got a ton of response saying, you need to talk about their football team. Had no
Clearly.
idea. What was I thinking? Yeah, 14-1, state runner-up. Then they went 12-1 in, exit in the regional. They went 9-2, a 6-5 year. Had a tough year there. But then 11-1. 6-3, 9-1, 11-2. This guy is a beast.
Also in Class 2A, this is interesting. We talked with Greg Rakestraw about this, and if you haven't listened to that podcast, please do. It was absolutely phenomenal by Greg Rakestraw. Cascade won the Class 3A state championship a year ago. Head coaching change. South Putnam won 1A state championship a year ago. They both now are in Class 2A. South Putnam moves up due to the success factor. Cascade actually moves down due to enrollment, and they didn't have enough previous success the prior year or two to get bumped up to 4A. Therefore, they go down to 2A. So the Class 3A state champion and the Class 1A state champion from a year ago are not only in the same class, but the same sectional in Class 2A.
Wow.
So that's going to be very interesting to watch. South Putnam beats North Putnam, little rivalry to start off the season 56-14, and Cascade beats Monrovia 41-7. Congratulations, Nick Brickens, on your first win as head coach of Cascade.
Oh, new coach.
Yeah, he just the old coach, it was nothing. He just got out of coaching. He won a state championship, got out.
Hey, I respect that.
I do
Dude,
too.
leave on top on
his
your
name
own.
was Connor Simmons. I believe that.
Leave on top on your own terms. I don't mind that.
Is that
man.
not interesting though? Class 1A state champ, Class 3A state champ might play each other in the section. Not might. They will play each other in the section.
Dude, you want to know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
3 out of 4 of the top 4 teams. So the top 4 teams in 4A, 3 out of 4 of them lost.
In 4A?
3A.
Oh, in 3A.
Andrean loses to 6A Maryville, 27.
Nope. Ranked 12th, and Maryville bumped up a class, by the way, folks. So big. That's a 27-21. It's a close game. That's a good game for me.
I feel like that's a good game. You know, the returning 2A state champion that's now up at 3A,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So they lose in a...
Oh, yeah. So both bumped up, and both battle of the region there. Very good game. Maryville gets it done.
Not far away. Maryville gets it done. So kudos to I always root for the small school, you know. Then we go to Gibson Southern. They lost to 5A Floyd Central. So
ranked 10th in 5A. So again, more ranked matchups.
Yeah, more ranked. I think there's a theme here where it's like the 3A schools all played bigger schools.
And it sounds like the 1A schools did too.
Because then Evansville Memorial, they beat Jasper 48-14. And Jasper was ranked number 11.
In 4A, yeah.
In 4A.
So big time win from Evansville Memorial.
Memorial gets a big win. And then Lawrenceburg goes to East Central and loses 21-0.
East Central ranked second in Class 4A. So like Spangle said, that's your top 4 teams in Class 3A playing really, really good competition. And you didn't even mention this one. Adams Central ranked 5th in Class 5, or excuse me, ranked 5th in Class 3A, beats Fort Wayne Lures, ranked 10th in Class 4A, 35-20. Dude, how about these matchups in 3A?
What is the enrollment of Adams Central?
I thought I remembered them in the 1A.
Yes, dude. I swear.
Wait, that's so real. That's so real, dude.
I think that they've just had so much
success.
Look,
they made it to state 3 years in a row, 21, 22, 23. Finally won in 24. Went to semi-state last year, and all of a sudden I look up and they're in 3A. It says
they're 408. 408 to 412.
So this is all athletic success because that's crazy.
Let me go look. Keep it going.
Okay. But yeah, that's a super good point Spangle makes. We just talked about the top 5 teams in Class 3A, all playing ranked opponents. Not one of them in Class 3A. Andrean plays in 6A, Gibson Southern in 5A, Evansville Memorial 4A, Lawrenceburg 4A, Adams Central 4A. And then we finally get to Tri-West with Jack Sorgi, potential Mr. Indiana football, going to Wisconsin next year. They smoke Western Boone 42-20. And I got to tell you, I'm pretty sure Jack Sorgi had himself an absolute day at quarterback, because why wouldn't he? The Bruins, okay, I went to camp to preview Tri-West's season. They were very disappointed how last year ended. They lost to Cascade, who went on to win the state championship. Coach Jason Ward told me, if we don't play in the state championship, this season's an epic failure. That's what he said. Absolutely love the confidence. Tri-West is a sneaky, one of my favorite places to go. It just feels like it's cool. It's a cool spot over there. But yeah, man, we went through all of 3A.
So Adams Central is in 3A.
Yes.
They are currently ranked 5th.
Yep.
Their enrollment is 414. You know what the second smallest school in 3A is? Andrean. Their enrollment is 473. Then it gets into 500, 506, 510. Like they're 414. They wouldn't even be a big 2A school.
I'm telling you, they played in the 1A state. Unless I'm crazy, that's what I believe.
They used to.
Because they're the Jets, right?
Yeah, Triton played Adams Central in the sectional when we were in
I remember
1A.
the Jets. I remember the Jets, Flying Jets.
Yeah, don't forget about them.
They have only lost 6 games since 2021.
Dude.
That's crazy.
What's crazy is that they're like I think they've gained in some enrollment a little bit, but through Success Factor, they're now in 3A, which is absolutely crazy.
Pretty
good
cool
for them.
Yeah, very good for them.
Yeah.
All right, we're going up to Class 4A, and I'm seeing even more ranked matchups. This is just absolutely crazy. We talked about Roncalli-Dwenger off the top. To me, one of the best games in the state right there. Then we did mention East Central beating Lawrenceburg, 3A, 4th-ranked Lawrenceburg. Okay, 4A, 3rd-ranked Chittard. Legendary program, okay? Went to Lafayette, beat 5A, 4th-ranked Lafayette Jeff, 35-7. Just a beating. That's good stuff for the Trojans right there. I have a lot of respect for Rob Doyle, DePaul guy.
Yeah, DePaul guy. I let the body of work for the Trojans speak for itself.
And then they have Leo visiting this week. That's going to be a really interesting game. I love the Fort Wayne Indy stuff.
Dude, what's crazy? So Chittard's number 3 at 4A. They take down number 4 at 5A, 35-7.
Just beat them,
dude.
Listen to this schedule to start the season for Chittard: Lafayette Jeff, Leo, Roncalli, Cathedral. That's brutal.
If you're not tuned up for battle after that, I don't know what.
We're gonna know quick about Chittard.
Rob Doyle says, "Hey, out of the frying pan into the skillet, baby. Let's ride."
I love that.
Shout out to my boy Maddox Dwyer.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Mishawaka area, Mishawaka, Marion, week 1. The Cavemen get it done 40-14 over Marion.
You ever been to a game at Mishawaka?
I'd love to.
Like, I've heard it is absolutely electric.
Marion's, or is this St. Joe's? Marion's, I think, like dips down. It's in like a little bowl.
No,
thing.
Isn't that Mishawaka's?
I don't think so.
Mishawaka's is like a concrete bowl.
Yeah. I just remember when Bart Curtis was at Mishawaka, my mom would always tell me, because she went to high school with Bart Curtis, fun fact, at Northwood. She would always say that Bart Curtis was the original Black Crunch.
Really?
Yeah, how about that?
The OG Black Crunch?
That's real, man.
Hold on.
Bart Curtis is the man.
Is it you know what one we need to get up to sometime?
What's that?
I mean, it's tough when you're
Holy
working
War?
every Friday. No, not the Holy War. Is it the Crosstown Rivalry?
With who?
Is that Plymouth? Or sorry, is that Penn, Mishawaka?
Oh.
Isn't that the Crosstown Rivalry?
Penn, Mishawaka. Has that lost its luster any? I just remember Marion St. Joe is like a big deal.
Dude, I don't think I don't know.
You don't think so?
Depends on where you go to school.
I don't know. I really don't know either.
No, it's not called the Crosstown. It's called the Backyard Brawl.
Oh, yes.
One of the most storied crosstown football and sports traditions in northern Indiana, when the Penn Kingsmen head to Mishawaka.
That's cool.
So great.
That's
10-minute drive.
And then, we talked about Yorktown just beat down of Anderson 83-0. How about East Noble, 7th ranked in Class 4A, beating a fringe-ranked team in Fort Wayne North, 19-0. Class 4A, pretty interesting. Looks like Guerin Catholic beat McCutcheon 22-14. Martinsville lost a close one to Bedford North Lawrence, 33-27. How about Lebanon and Pendleton Heights? I just want to mention this one again. This was an unbelievable football game, 43-42 in overtime. Tannen Mondin, shout out. I know Lebanon lost, but your kickoff return was sweet. You were our player of the night on Channel 13. Please watch Channel 13 on Friday nights. It's pretty great. I won't be there, though, this Friday, unfortunately. But anyway, 4A is good. I really like Class 4A.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep rolling up. We're into 5A.
Rolling. Oh, this is one people were talking to me about. So I did not realize that Wheaton St. Francis in Illinois, allegedly, from what I've been told in my comments, it won one of the classifications of state championships in Illinois. They visit New Pal, and New Pal wins 28-17. My guy left that game.
It seems as though your guy keeps leaving.
The game's too early when they get good. But they were down 17-7, I want to say. But anyway, New Pal pulls it out 28-17, and everyone was telling me that was a big time win. I guess I just wasn't familiar with Wheaton St. Francis. I love when the out-of-state teams come. Like Brownsburg is playing Rabun Gap out of Georgia this week at home. And I mean, Cathedral, all but 3 teams they play are out of state. So
dang, a lot of out of state. This is what I love.
What's up?
I went and checked out what the other places were saying. And, like if you look up what I think, is it called St. Francis?
Am I right? So am I right?
Yeah,
it's Wheaton St. Francis.
Yeah. The Daily Herald says St. Francis loses opener to Indiana Powerhouse.
Indiana Powerhouse.
That's
baby.
That's the headline right there.
That's why
Friggin'
IMG's
pumps
coming.
me up. Come on.
So that's cool. New Pal, just picking up right where they left off. I mean, in case you needed any reminding, New Pal just doesn't lose. They've won 5 state championships under Kyle Ralph, back-to-back 14-0 seasons. So that would be their 29th straight win, folks.
They are still good at football.
And how about this matchup next week? New Pal, East Central. Number 1 team in 5A, number 2 team in 4A. How about that? That's next week. Are you excited for that one? What do you think about that one?
I love it, dude. East Central is like a sneaky powerhouse.
Oh, 100%.
This is the interesting part. East Central High School just pops out of nowhere.
I know.
Like, it's not like there's a huge metropolitan around it. It is just like cornbread farm boys ready to go to war.
On the way to Cincinnati, dude.
Clip that, Dunk.
Yeah, that's a good. Really good stuff. I'm excited for that game. That might be my one game to watch this week. New Pal, East Central. All right, how about Cathedral? Actually, I want to talk about this game because was very impressed. Cathedral, Ben Davis, new head coach Brett Cooper taking over for Russ Mann after Ben Davis has only won 8 games combined the last 2 seasons. That's not up to their standard.
That's not up to the Giants. That's not the Giant way.
And they beat Cathedral at home 33-27. Gabe Kinnett, quarterback, threw for 327 yards, 4 TDs, also 3 picks, but I love that. You got a little 4-3 touchdown to interception ratio.
That's like when we had Coach Dietz on, and he is like, hey, you just got to sling that thing, baby.
I know.
Hey, shoot or shoot.
But Cathedral was down, and then they came back and tied it, I believe, and Ben Davis took the lead late. But that's a really nice win for Ben Davis.
Yeah.
For sure to start the season. All right, Bloomington. How about... Am I just making things up, Spang, or do you hear a lot of rivalries week 1? Bloomington South, Bloomington North, week 1.
Yeah.
And Bloomington South takes it to Bloomington North 44-6. Yeah. Bloomington South has been knocking on the door of a 5A state championship the last 3 seasons. They have got to semi-state the last 3 seasons and just can't get over the hump and get to Lucas Oil Stadium, because I know the whole of Bloomington would be there. But Gabe Johnson's...
Well, not all of it, because some of them root for
the
North.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
But Gabe Johnson's 52-18 in 7 years at Bloomington South. Obviously, Chittard beats Lafayette. Jeff, this one was interesting. 5th-ranked Plainfield in Class 5A. The Franklin Central Flashes go to Plainfield and win 31-7. And then I was getting blown up about this one too, Spang. Concord and Elkhart.
Yeah.
22-20, Elkhart edges it out over Concord. I believe that was the Sports Michiana game of the week. With the little Chuck Freebie and Angelo DiCarlo.
All right. First off, can you name those mascots?
Elkhart and Concord.
Yeah.
Concord's the Minutemen,
yes,
and Elkhart is the Lions.
Yeah. After the merger, do they call it a merger?
So Elkhart Central used to be the Blazers, and Elkhart Memorial was the Chargers.
Yes, sir. Very good.
How about that?
But then they consolidated those two schools
a couple
into one
years ago.
Yeah,
I kind of like it personally.
I mean, I think a lot of the old alum are sad to lose their Blazers and sad to lose their
a lot
Chargers.
of the older alum are pumped because it used to be Elkhart.
Oh, the more you know. Okay. Yeah, I am sure that game was insane. And did your Northern Indiana Connects talk to you about it?
Yeah, I mean, there's big expectations for Elkhart. I don't know if I feels like they're still trying to find their way in 6A up there. Although Penn, I'm like sad that Penn is not, like, Penn was scary growing up. Like, the thought of even playing them in a sport freaked me out. Like, they would have smoked us.
They had real estate in your head like that?
Absolutely. I think they had real estate in everybody north of Kokomo.
Dude, you know that Triv would have put up a game against Penn, bro.
Triv would have put up a game against anybody. He was a stud. All right, what else? Fort Wayne Snyder lost to Warsaw. That's a nice win for Warsaw.
Dude,
that's Bart Curtis, man. I'm telling you.
This is the Curtis effect. So Warsaw, all respect to fellow Tigers, not fellow, because I'm not a Tiger, but all respect to the Tigers. Warsaw has never, ever really been that good at football.
Football, yeah.
Until recently.
Correct. They used to be in 6A, and I think they're just not, enrollment-wise, they're 6A, but I think competition-wise, 5A is much more of a fit. Bart Curtis takes over almost 10 years ago. And
it took a while.
It took a minute,
little bit.
But they went to state in 2024. Like, that just wasn't happening.
No.
You know what I mean?
Is that their only state appearance?
Ever?
In football?
Maybe. But Warsaw has the makings to be really good. But beating a Fort Wayne school, Fort Wayne Snyder, who was ranked 7th in 5A, Warsaw ranked 11th, another ranked-on-ranked matchup, Bart Curtis and the boys get it done 33-30. I got to tell you, Spang, that's an impressive win.
Dude, okay, so I went and looked on Indiana high school football. John Harrell.
Yes, of course. That's where I'm at right
now. That is the Bible.
If you don't go to this website, you just need to. It's the best thing ever.
Shout out to them. Yes. I don't know who John Harrell is, but I would like to.
I would love to get him on the podcast.
I would love to talk to John Harrell
because he's the man. He's made my life better since 2019.
Since 1985, I am seeing all sectional exits for Warsaw.
Really?
Literally 1985 until
Bart Curtis.
2024. No, even with Bart Curtis. I don't know when.
It looks like they won sectional in 2019.
2019, sorry. 2019. There's one. So I apologize. 2019, they made it to the regional. The only, I did Command F state. The only semi-state or state appearance came in 2024. That is... It's the Bart Curtis effect.
Bart Curtis has coached at Maconaquah, New Prairie, Mishawaka, and Warsaw. He made state once with Mishawaka in 2012, and he made state with Warsaw in 2024. You talk about a guy who deserves a state title. we're talking about Bart Curtis.
What's
man.
his like overall?
He is 266 and 127 and 36 years coaching.
266.
And he's part of the original Black Crunch. Shout out Angie Miranda. Appreciate that. That's awesome.
All right, let's keep rolling into
5A. Yeah, no, we're in 5A here. Evansville North, I think we spoke about this, lost to Castle. Castle ranked 8th in 5A. Evansville North ranked 12th, 29-26. Spang, I have lost track of the ranked matchups we're talking about. This is crazy.
Something tells me that North and Castle will play again.
North,
probably in the sixth. Are they in the same sectional?
5A, and maybe.
I mean, I could see them.
Can you tell me where Castle's located, please?
Newburgh.
Okay,
home of the Knights. Go Knights.
Yeah, see, this is why we have him on.
That's really close to each other.
And you may remember from the beginning of the episode, Doug Hurt's 150th win, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go to the Wrights Bowl, dude, first of all.
Dude, I ran stairs. I ran bowl busters at the Wrights Bowl once.
Bowl busters.
Yes, sir. Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Evansville North is in sectional 16. Castle is also in sectional 16. They will be seeing each other again.
Love that. Well, this is a primer. And the last thing I have to say about Class 5A, Vincent's Lincoln playing up 2 classes and winning an absolute defensive battle 7-6.
Tom.
Yes.
Do you know the mascot of Vincent Lincoln?
It's a weird one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's the Alice's.
Did you look it up?
No, I didn't. I swear.
The Alice's.
No, dude, that's my
Alice
dude.
of
That
Old
is my part of the
Vincent's.
state. People
Yes,
in Terre
sir.
Haute, man, I have a soft spot for them.
That is a heck of a win. So, what,
It is.
3A Vincent's Lincoln takes down
Terre Haute
5A
South.
Terre Haute South.
And Greg Barrett is the head coach of Terre Haute South after a long run at South Vermilion when he coached Garzolini. Garzolini was the quarterback, I remember. Went to Indiana State or something. But anyway, yeah, Greg Barrett. He's a cool guy. I remember him. So how about that? Big win for Vincent's Lincoln. So tough for Greg Barrett, actually, because he's at Terre Haute South. Anyway, finally, we get to Class 6A. Now, how about that for a tease? We were about 40 minutes in. And now we're talking about 6A.
Hey man, we are here to show love to the entire state of Indiana.
That's 100%.
There was good ball played all around.
Don't get it twisted.
I'm excited to talk about 6A.
6A is an absolute mammoth this year. I mean, biggest thing to me was obviously Ben Davis beating Cathedral. We'll see how that win ages. Who knows? Maybe Cathedral's down. Maybe Ben Davis, whatever. All I know is if you have a quarterback throw for 327 yards, you're doing okay. Let's start.
That was the biggest story to you.
Ben Davis has been bad last 2 years, man. So,
okay, all right.
What I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you're
just
right,
like in a new head coach. So, like, yeah. I would say bigger story is Warren Central beating Center Grove at Center Grove.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a game at Center Grove?
No, I have not.
You got to go to a game.
Don't they have like Ray Skillman suites and stuff down there?
The press box is elite. They have like end zone seating. The stands was absolutely packed. They got like a train horn.
Speaking of Center Grove, we got to say shout out to our boy Carson Steele.
Yeah.
He looked like an absolute beast. Center Grove alumni, now playing for the Eagles.
Former Mr. Football.
Former guest of the Get In podcast. And hurdled 2 grown human beings on national television.
You got to go to a game at Center Grove. It's like a little college town. Obviously, like, I don't even have to tell you about Eric Moore. Okay.
Yeah.
That guy is an absolute legend. You want to talk about Friday Night Lights? Like Coach Taylor situation, just the way he struts on the sideline. He's 313 and 89.
313
in 32 years of coaching. I don't know where he was before Center Grove. It's not showing up. But 4 years he was elsewhere. But the last 28 years he's been Center Grove. So my point of this is Center Grove is probably one of the 6 teams in Class 6A around Indianapolis, at least, who can definitely win a state championship. And Warren Central goes in and gets it done with 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining. 20-14 winners on the road. I mean, remember, Warren Central's got guys going D1 all over the place. Running back Keon Thomas. Caleb Elkins is going to Purdue. Thomas is going to Iowa. Sean Fox is going to Kentucky.
Is that the linebacker?
Yeah, I think so. They have another guy going to Saginaw Valley State, which is a really premier D2 program. That is very impressive, that win. 2014 on the road over Center Grove. Obviously, another big storyline, Spang. We've talked about these 2 guys a lot, Monchin Sales and Brandon Sharp of Lawrence North and Brownsburg. I thought that Lawrence North was going to take that next step of like, all right, we can win state. We're the big boys here. And Brownsburg just Lawrence North was winning 19-14 at the half. The final was 48-25 Brownsburg.
Let me guess. Did your guy leave?
My guy left a little early. No. Hey, we got a show to edit on Friday nights. I don't know what to tell you.
But what happened in the second half?
Oscar Fry and Brandon Sharp took over. I mean, there was this one throw from Fry, 40 yards in the air on a dime. Brandon Sharp left the two defenders in the dust. Like, this team is so well coached and so good. Like, everyone's like, oh, Dom, you love Brownsburg. Like, yeah. The way they play football is so impressive.
Wow.
Do you remember the name Gage Reinhard by chance? He went to Wawasee.
No.
He's on the staff there. He's a great guy.
Great guy.
Always says what's up to me. We played, Northwood Wawasee had some
little
battles together.
Played a little high school ball together.
Westfield went to Fort Wayne and beat the Breaks off Homestead 49-21. A lot of people were saying that I downplayed Fort Wayne Carroll's win. Nope. Fort Wayne Carroll's very, very good. They're ranked 8th in 6A. They beat the Breaks off HSE 54-23.
Just so you guys know, Dom reads the comments.
I read the comments.
He reads the comments.
Look, I'm trying to give you guys what you need to know. I think there's a lot of clips here. I haven't been writing anything down.
That's all right. Dunk, you got it, buddy.
Dunk, I believe in you. I thought this was interesting, Spang. Carmel, I knew Carmel would be good, but not beating Fisher's 47-0. Good.
Is this the first season of the return of Kevin Wright?
No, this is the second.
The second season of the return of Kevin Wright.
So they were really good last year.
And if anyone doesn't know Kevin Wright, he is the son of legendary coach. How did Southwood do?
Bud Wright? Yeah, he's back in action, by the way.
Wait. Talk about Carmel.
Yes, he's the son of Bud Wright, winningest head coach in Indiana football history, who's back on the sidelines, by the way. Kevin Wright left, kind of went the collegiate route for a while. Back at Carmel starting last year. They went 9-2, and they really, they beat Westfield during the regular season. Westfield comes to Carmel in the sectional, and I forget if it was the sectional final. I think it was, but wins in overtime on a last play. And so Carmel's pretty salty about the way their season ended, okay? And Kevin Wright is a dog. He won 3 state championships in a row at Warren Central from 2003 to 2005, then won a state championship at Carmel in 2011. They are very happy to have Kevin Wright back at Carmel, and they are pissed off this year, clearly, because they won 47-0 against Fishers.
And up top, Rochester was taking care of business of Bud Wright.
Oh, no.
46-0.
Oh,
Rochester
no.
over the Knights of Southwood.
That's too bad. Bud Wright's just looking to pad his record right now, because I don't think anybody's close, dude.
This is his 61st year coaching. He is
Larry Wright. Bud Wright.
Bud Wright is, it's his name. He is 464 and 220.
That's a 6-7-8 winning percentage, guys. That's pretty good. He's 60 years in. Yeah. Russ Radke at Knox is the closest active, 426 and 160 for a 727 winning percentage. That's crazy.
Dude, wait, has he been, where was he at before Knox?
I can tell you right now.
Radke? Is he at Jimtown?
No, that
New
name
Prairie.
is familiar, though. Yes, it was New Prairie.
Yeah, New Prairie.
And they went to state in 2014. That's our era.
That's the game. Wait, that's the team. Listeners.
2014 New Prairie? Yes.
Look at this team. Look at the game. It's 66-0 against Triton. Go to that season. Click into this, dude. I want to set the story here.
All right, 2014.
This team, I remember Russ Radke. Freaking, that's the year we played them. And they go on. They had absolute beasts in the backfield.
So it would have been 2014, 2015.
It would have been the 20. No. 20.
No,
they were the 2014 state champions, right? Or state
they
runner-up.
went to state. Yeah,
dude. It was
all right. Let's see.
It was
48-6 over Triton. That's what I'm
saying. The
seeing.
year before that, it was 66-0 at halftime.
All right. Well, let's check. Let's check the tape here.
Check the tape here, dude. 66-0. We maybe moved the ball 2 yards the entire
62-0.
62. And it was, dude, my name was in the paper. I rushed for negative. They put me in at quarterback for the second half. I rushed for negative 17 yards on 0 design QB runs. They sacked me before I could hand the ball off.
Wow.
So all respect to Coach Radke. That's all to say. All respect to Coach. He's been doing it for a long time, but I still don't know if he could. It's going to take a minute to catch Bud Wright.
Yeah, I mean, Bud Wright's got to stop at some point, you think.
Yeah, never.
Crown Point beat Lowell 42-7, and it looks like, let's see. Oh, we talked about Maryville beating Andrea, and love that matchup. week 1. I thought this was interesting. Avon beat Decatur Central 31-6. It feels like Decatur Central's kind of going through a turnover.
That was
roster.
Also the game where like people rushed the field at the end or something weird happened.
Okay, this is what happened. They thought shots were fired. They were not. Someone had a medical emergency in the stands that just caused some panic as I think a seizure was happening or something. So
wow. Well, I hope that person is okay.
Yes,
but that was like a
very
scary
much hope.
scene
Yes.
at the end of the game.
Someone messaged me on Facebook and said I was at the game. There was no shots fired, but
That's
something got crossed in like alerting police or emergency personnel. So everything's good there. Good. Presumably, hopefully, we obviously hope very much that everything's okay there. Penn beat Valpo 49-24, and I thought this was interesting. I want to give a shout out to Mooresville, who beat Columbus East in game 1 of the Casey Gillen era. So congratulations to Coach Gillen. That's a big win. I was there. Get this, Spang. I was at Mooresville because they were defending Spirit Award champions, crowd surfing and such.
I saw.
And then I went to a player while we weren't on TV. I'm like, all right, you guys going to get it done tonight or whatever? He's like, we're not just going to win. We're going to go belt to beep. And they did.
And what was the score?
I don't. Let me check.
We got to check.
Sorry, I gotta go to the tape here.
I will say, if you are a listener here and you want absolute cinema, you've got to follow Dom on Friday mornings with Operation Football with Channel 13 WTHR. He does some of it. It's the greatest. You'll see him out there pushing the sled, crowd surfing, going crazy. Like, it is cinema. If you want to wake up on a crisp Friday morning in the fall and you want to start your day right, better than a cup of coffee, you go to Don Miranda, you go to Channel 13, you see him on Operation Football. He's crushing it.
Thank you, buddy. How about that for a promo?
Come on.
Mooresville won 34-21.
I don't know.
That wasn't really BTA.
That's like belt, but I don't know if that's BTA. All right, let's talk about what's coming up next week.
Yes, yeah. Let's just look at some matchups that we're interested in, Spang.
The biggest in Central Indiana. I'm going to preface in Central Indiana. Okay. I think the biggest would be the Carmel-Westfield game.
Battle of the North Side.
Battle of the Burbs, baby.
I got my eyes on New Pal and East Central, man. I'm really excited for that game for sure. How about this? Warren Central visits Elkhart.
That's a long drive. What time do you think you got to leave school on a Friday to get from Warren Central?
Well, that game's at 7:30 to account for that a little bit. They're probably shooting to get there by 6, which means you got to
way earlier than 6. Right?
I don't know, man. We were going live at Lawrence North, and Brownsburg rolled up at 5:30 latest.
Interesting.
Our earliest. So I don't know. They don't want too many teams. Oh, how about this? Evansville Wrights and Tri-West are playing at Gibson Southern. Kind of a neutral site situation there. I don't know why.
I wonder why. Well, they share the Wrights Bowl. This is interesting. The Wrights Bowl, I believe.
There you go.
Believe Mater Dei and
in Mater Dei is hosting Castle. So
yeah, that would make sense. So they use that for the Southern Indiana teams.
Oh, Spang, and we got Penn at Mishawaka.
The Backyard Brawl?
Yeah, he was just talking about it.
I was hyping that. Dude, anyone that goes to the Backyard Brawl, we're going to be out at a wedding this weekend, so we can't make it. Sad. But anyone that goes to the Backyard Brawl, send us some pictures, tag us. I want to see what it's like. I have heard that this is cinema, that this is like a must-visit rivalry game. Also, another good rivalry game.
Yes.
In the old TRC. I don't think that's the conference anymore. You got to talk about the Rochester Zebras versus the Tippy Valley Vikings.
I was just going to ask you about this because this rivalry well.
Both of them, not during the season, but in summer stuff, put it on us. So,
okay.
Great keep. Shout out to Jacob Hadishow.
Yep, that's our guy. Guerin Catholic at Pendleton Heights, I think will be an interesting game. I really like Pendleton Heights. Ben Davis at Avon. If Ben Davis beats Avon, I'm going to be like, all right. Are the Giants for real here? But Carmel-Westfield's going to be crazy, guys. Westfield's gone to state the past 2 years. Like I mentioned, they beat Carmel in sectional last year on a crazy play. You think Carmel's not going to be pumped up for this one? It's at Westfield, right off 31. Or is it 31? Yeah, it's 31.
Yeah,
it's 31. DeKalb, Angola are playing as well. East Side, Adams Central. But I just got to keep going back to New Pal and East Central. I'm very, very excited about. Also, I want to shout out Columbus North and Columbus East are playing this weekend. So that's a rivalry. And get this, When's the last time you could say this, Spang? Columbus North and Columbus East, both with first-year head coaches.
Oh.
So, like, getting introduced to the rivalry there.
There we go. All right, that's pretty fun.
Cathedral's got Loyola Academy out of Illinois. Ooh, Bloomington South and Martinsville should be an interesting game. So anyway, we got some really good matchups, Spang. What else do you want to tell people before we get out of here?
Well, final thing I have for Dom, one of my good friends, Bob, he made an app for us.
He made an app,
and the app is guessing Indian high school mascots.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Wordle, where you have 5 mascots to guess every day. And you see how good you can do and how long your streak goes for. So I would like to play it with you if you're game.
I'm game.
I'll let you have first guess, and then I'll back clean up for you.
Okay, deal.
So we'll see how well you can do.
All right.
So we're started. First is Carroll High School in Fort Wayne, Allen County.
That is the Chargers.
Yes, sir. All right.
And by the way, this is a great plug. I can't believe that just happened. Center Grove hosts Fort Wayne Carroll this week.
Look at
that's
that.
That's going to be a really good game.
Cinema. All right. Madison Consolidated High School. This is Madison, Indiana, Jefferson County.
You need to use my pass here. I have no idea.
This would be the Cubs.
The Cubs.
Yes, sir. Enrollment 804.
Go Cubs, go.
They're in the Mid-Southern Conference. All right. Here's one for you. Centerville. This is out by Wayne County towards the Ohio State line on 70.
I'm going to go. Oh, I was messing with this.
Yeah.
How about the Flashes?
No, sir. It's the Bulldogs.
Okay.
All right. There we go. South Putnam.
Oh, I know this.
What is it?
Oh, yeah, I should know this. The Eagles.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
And finally,
the Northwood Panthers.
Union Junior Senior High School in Modoc. This is Randolph County.
All right. So this is going to be the Jaguars.
It's not. It's oh my gosh.
Oh,
no.
Spang, not you, but
so Union County is the Patriots. Union is the Rockets. Let's see.
Oh wait, what'd you get? The Rockets?
5 for 5.
Okay. Well, if you hadn't heard, former Notre Dame football player Jaylon Smith and went to the NFL. Mr. Football? Maybe Mr. Football. I think he was Mr. Football. Anyway, sorry, we should know that here on Get In Sports, but. From somebody I trust there in Fort Wayne, Northside's football coach and principal were abruptly fired yesterday, and they named Jaylon head coach. Jaylon has been there as an assistant for the last couple of years because he was friends with the coach. Allegedly, there was some controversy, and now he is the interim head coach. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
This is crazy that he's at Northside.
He went to Lures.
Okay,
thank you. I thought for sure
and he was Mr. Football in 2012.
Okay, thank you.
So
that is one of the best football players I've ever seen. That's real. That's very, very real.
Won the Butkus Award for the top high school linebacker in the nation.
He is the highest rated recruit ever out of the state of Indiana.
Shout out to him.
Okay, so that was a high school recap. Moving forward, we'll mix in college and some Colts and stuff.
And we'll have other sports.
This was yes, and we'll definitely have other sports. We did tease other sports. We didn't end up having other sports, but we had a jam-packed slate, Spang, and we wanted to get to a ton of different stuff, ton of different classes. Kind of just give an overview of what happened on Friday night, what we're looking ahead to this Friday night. So thank you so much for joining us, Spangle. That was a lot of fun. We should definitely keep it going this season. This is the Get In Sports podcast with Dom Miranda. A lot of fun. Keep it listening to us because we got interviews with head coach Kevin Lynch of the Butler Bulldogs, head coach Mikey Removich of the Ball State Cardinals, still coming this month. Football is here, folks. We love it. Thanks so much for tuning in.